Hello everyone, this is Annette from AE Stamps Latte, and I'm super excited to be sharing another card creation with you. This one is a little bit more detailed, and now that we have earned Sale-a-bration products, we need to use them, right? So we are going to be using some of the Ombre Designer Series paper that we probably all earned. And we are going to also be using a touch of ink. I love this stamp set. It's just so cool. So we're going to be using these two items, but we're going to pair it with some new product. And we are going to be pairing it with the Pretty Perennials, which I am offering a card class right now. So this is a bundle that I've been working with. So while I had it out, I said, geez, I really want to see what it looks like with other things, and why not use some of the things that we all have earned. So that's three things. But then Stampin' Up! Just released the Butterfly bouquet promotion, so we are going to throw in a couple of butterflies from that as well. So we have 4 different products that we're going to be using today, and we are going to be making a wow card. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is, let's see, what are we going to do? We are going to stamp. Well, actually, yeah, we are going to stamp. Here is a piece of the Granny Apple ombre paper from Sale-a-bration, and I cut it down to 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And this is what we're going to be stamping on. I just love this paper. But if you did not earn that, you certainly could use white to do this card, but we have this. So we're going to, play with it. So let's do that. Okay, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be stamping the leaf image on here in black. And so we're going to do that right now. And we're going to stamp this about 3 times. So we're going to put one up in the corner here. Okay, and then we're going to put another one kind of hanging down in the opposite direction. So I'm just going to flip it, and I'm putting it kind of close to the edge. Okay, and now I'm going to clean this because I only want to get a partial image, and I'm also going to be bringing in a post-it note to cover what I have stamped. And I'm gonna focus on the bottom leaf because I want to put another one over here, but I only want to get a partial image. So I'm just going to be getting those 3 leaves right there. And as you can see, I do have a little bit of the black on that, and that's what the post-it note is for. And I'm going to put it right here. Okay. Okay, so that is what our base looks like. And we're going to let that dry for a second. And you can pair that with, then because this is Granny Apple Green, we can pair that with the Granny Apple ink. But I want it to really pop, so I am going to be using Garden Green. And I just love this leaf image. Like I said, I really like the stamp set. And so here is the filler. So we're going to fill it in with what we have. See how it just pops? And if you don't get it on there exactly perfect, it's okay because it's like a watermark. And I'm going to bring that post-it note back in again. And I'm going to clean this off again. we will put those 3 on there. Okay, I got a little bit up here, which I don't want. Okay, so that is our base of our card. In the stamp set, the Touch of Ink stamp set, it has this little dot here, and I absolutely love it. So we're going to add some dots to our base of our project. So we'll bring in the black, and here's the dot. And I'm just going to put a couple around the leaf area. You don't have to go crazy, but we'll just put a couple. Doesn't that just really, I don't know, I just love it. I just love those dots. Okay, so this is going to be our base of our card, and now we are going to be bringing in the Pretty Perennials stamp set and be working with it. So we're going to be putting those flowers on here. Can you just imagine what it's going to look like? It's going to look so awesome. But before we just jump into that, let's see, what did I want to do? Oh, I did want to tell you that I stamped another one of these on Whisper White, and then I cut out the leaves, okay? But I will show you that later. Okay, so we're gonna move this to the side for now, and we're gonna be bringing in our Stamparatus and our stamp set that we're using. And what I have found is that it is just so much easier to use your Stamparatus with this stamp set, because I don't want to have to die cut all of these and do it wrong. So I'm making a template. This is going to be a quick template. So I have a scratch of cardstock. This isn't Whisper White or Basic White. This is just cheap cardstock. And I'm just using it for my base. And basically what we're going to do, and this is what you should be doing with any of your putzier kind of stamp sets. That's what I'm calling this. And so you decide which images you're going to use. And so obviously, well, I don't know if it's obvious, we're going to use the big floral image. And we are going to be using this little guy here. And I think that's pretty much it. And then this one over here. So I'm going to put this one way down here. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I'll put it over here. Okay, and so, well, wait, I'll take that back. We're going to pick this one up. And I'm going to bring in another plate because I can, because it comes with 2. And I'm going to stick this one down here. So I'm just going to verify where I want it and pick that one up. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a template so that we can mass produce these images for our card, okay? Now, if you get this stamp set, and again, I'm offering a card class, if you make a template for all of these images, you can just keep it with this so that you can just use it again and again. But I'm showing you exactly how to do it and to start your template, and you can do this with any stamp set. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is actually stamp our images onto our template. And it doesn't matter what color you have. So I just am using one of the colors from our project today. And you stamp them. Oops. And now we have this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to step out of camera and I am going to die cut those out, and I'll be right back. All right, so when I stepped out of camera, I realized that I had picked the wrong flower center for the card I want to create, and I wanted to use the bigger one, so I just did that one instead of that one. So now we are hopefully all set to go. So after you make your template and you put it back in here, you know, just verify that everything is looking good, because you can see through, especially with the photopolymer, and so that nothing has really changed. And then you can then go with your dies and cut a whole bunch of just whisper white or basic white ones. And so that's what I have here. And so now we are going to start making different colored ones. So then you just piece it in here like a puzzle, and it's so much easier to do this, believe it or not, than to, you know, stamp it, go over to your machine, get it all situated and run it through, and then find out that, whoops, it moved, and so it cut it wrong. So I like this. So we're going to be using Magenta Madness. I think this would be a great color to pop onto our granny apple green background. And I haven't used this color for a while, and since we're making, you know, kind of like a springish floral card, that's what I chose. And so I'm inking up both of them, and I'm going to move this so this doesn't get in the way, and we're going to stamp that. Okay, and so we have our first one, and it is a little, sometimes it's a little bit tricky to get them out, but basically you can move your template if you need to, because it's a template. Okay, and so I'm going to clean that, because that is all we need of that color. Actually, that's not true. We need one more of the big ones. We're going to make them both the same color. I don't need a small one is what is the deal there. Yes, so it's like a puzzle. Okay, so one more. Making sure it's in the corner there and everything's set to go. Sometimes they stick, but there it is, and that's a little light, so I'm going to stick it back in there, and that would be on the lower corner there, and so I'm just going to put a little bit more right there, and we'll give it another little whirl here, make sure it's in there right. Okay, all right, so I have my 2 flowers and 1 small one in pink, and now I'm gonna clean it, and we're gonna add some other colors of the smaller flower. So we're gonna do one in Highland Heather, and I don't need this, so I'm just gonna move it out of the way. Okay, and then we're gonna get 2 in Mango Melody. And I'm just gonna move this completely, this is kind of in my way. So Mango Melody. Isn't this just so fun? It's so much easier to do it this way. We're doing a production line, and we're gonna have 2 of these. Put my piece into my puzzle. And ta-da! Okay, so we have the images for that, but now we need the floral centers, or the flower centers, and I am going to do that in black to kind of match our outline of our leaves. And I think that the black center, in my opinion, looks, whoops, the best, or I should say a dark center. And you know what? I am not sure that's really when I die cut it, I don't think I die cut it very well. Dang it. So let's just see. So here's another thing that you can do because it's photopolymer. You can stick it on here after you have your template, and let's see, I think it goes like this. There. I don't think it's not my template, it's me. I didn't die cut it out correctly. So let's see if that helped. Hopefully I did it right. Yeah, I like that one much better than my first one. So I'll show you. When I die cut it, I did not actually line it up very well. And here I was able to just look at it, put it, lay it on there and do it. So really, I should be die cutting another one. So I guess I will. Okay, so I just die cut another blank one and re-stamped it, so now I'm happy with my flower centers. Okay, so now we are done with this, but don't you just love that? I mean, it's so easy. So like if you keep this template, then you can just throw this flower in here, you know, like the puzzle thing, and just put it on there in your little template, and then pick it up, and you are good to go again and making this card. Say you can't get it done, but you have it all designed, but you need to do something else, so you can use this template later. So that's what I like about it. It's just so awesome. So use your Stamp-a-ratus. Okay, so we are done with this now, and so we are going to start assembling our card, or part of it anyway. Okay, so we're gonna put this on garden green to pull that out. So that would be a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I didn't get my stuff out beforehand. Okay. Okay, so now we have that. And in this stamp set, it has happy and happy mail, happy for you, happy birthday, you make me happy, and sending lots of happy. So lots of choices, but we're gonna just keep it really simple. So I pre-stamped and then hand cut out the happy. It looks really good like this. And then I have birthday. Okay, so we have that. And then we have our flower pieces. Okay, but we need to put some centers because we are going to be putting these on here. So actually, let's do that so I don't lose them. So we're gonna put these on with dimensionals. Isn't that so cool? I just love it. Can you hear my chair squeaking? It's a squeaking. Okay, so we have those. Look at how pretty that is. You could be done right there. But if anybody knows me, I can't just stop right there. No, 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 no. We have to add some more of these. So we have these other little floral ones. And we have some fun colors. So we are just going to add the centers using the black with the little tiny center that comes with it. Okay. Oh, I just love it. So I just love how this is thick, kind of, and it has that sketchy look, and we threw the dots in, and then adding the black just really makes it come together, in my opinion. Okay, so we are done with that. So we're going to start figuring out how we want it to go. So we have this happy, we have to stick this in here. And we'll just kind of get an idea what we want to do here. Over here, maybe something like this. And down here. Okay, we also have, I don't know where to put this one yet. We'll just wait. So we have the birthday. So I'm going to use the classic label punch. That's what's really nice. These fit perfectly in there. So you can either use this size or you can trim it down, which we are going to do. So we're just going to punch it out. And then we're going to just trim it down with our scissors. So and we'll just trim it down. See if it's straight. Okay, so happy birthday. Okay, and then I told you I stamped on a scratch piece of Whisper White, and then I hand cut out the leaves. So yes, a little putsy, but it's so pretty. So I like it. But we need to get all kinds of dimensionals on here. So let's do that. The sentiment is obviously very important, and I am going to use smaller ones, I think, on here. Okay, and then we need some on all the rest of these. Well, I don't know if need is the correct terminology, but I want to put dimensionals on all of these. Okay, and I'm going to use, I guess I'll use the smaller ones. No, I don't think so. I think I'll use the bigger ones. Okay. And then I have my leaves I gotta bring in. Bunch of leaves. This is where I think I'm gonna use the smaller ones. You know, it's so fun to make these cards, and with the Stamparatus and the Big Shot, it makes it a lot easier to actually stamp stuff. So the stuff that ends up being putsy is actually putting it together, right? But I do like it because then, you know, it's going to be pretty. So let's reset everything again. And this is how I do it. There, you know, I'm not like an expert or anything like that. I'm just trying to get ideas of where we're going to put it. And right now, that's what I like. So we're going to do that. I always set up my stuff so that I just don't stick flowers on there. I don't, you know, I have to figure out what I want. What looks good. Okay, I don't know, maybe just a little bit more that way. And that is the perfectionist of me coming out. I probably shouldn't have smushed it down in case I change my mind again. Oh, which could very well happen. But right there, that could be a great card after we put this happy birthday on it, and we could be done. Okay, and I'm going to putting this on a Whisper White card base. So we just need to make sure that this is straight. It can hang over just a little bit. And then our happy birthday. And we're going to stick that right under the there. Okay. Whew. Isn't that looking so nice? Okay, so now let's add some of that floral, or some of the other little dudes. in there. I don't know. That one I'm not going to press down because I'm not sure exactly if I want it there. And I'm going to put this purple one here, and the reason why is because, well, I'm jumping ahead. So we're just going to put that purple one there. And we'll put this mango one down here. And we're going to highlight the birthday here. So we're going to put one down here. Oh, I missed one of these. And so this, after you cut it up, then you can just decide where you want to go. And so I'm going to put this one up here by this flower. And yes, it does have leaves that come with this set, but obviously since we're using that, I wanted to use these leaves. And actually, I don't think I want that one there. I don't like that one. I'm going to move this one down here. That one didn't turn out quite as good as these two other ones, so I want to put it down there so this is more noticeable up here. Okay, and then we will add some to this flower here. And I don't know where this one's going to go. Maybe we really don't even need it. I do not know. Yeah, I'm not sure we need this one. I don't know. Okay. All right. Isn't that so pretty? Okay, let's put it on a Whisper White card base. I keep saying Whisper White because we've had that for a million years. So any white card base. As a matter of fact, you don't need to use your very nice a thick basic white or any thick white cardstock that you have, being that you're not stamping on it, and save your Whisper White and or basic white. And I don't like that this is on here, so I can make sure I center it on here. I don't like the white. Okay. Is this not so pretty? I just love it. So we could be done right here. We could put a little bling on here, but because we have new product, or I should say I have new product, we are going to add some butterflies. So I'm going to put this to this side again, and I'm bringing back in my Stamparatus. And why am I doing that? Well, I'm going to show you why. So the new stamp set, the Butterfly Brilliance, is one stamp. Now you can cut yours up. I haven't decided yet. I've only had this for a couple of days, so for now it's staying like this. We need a scratch piece of paper, literally a scratch piece of paper. So I'm going to grab a piece of typing paper or copy paper. Okay, and we are going to just ink this up, and I'm going to be, I want this one and this one, the smaller ones, because our card is already very full. So we really don't need to put gigantic ones on there right now. So we're going to just selectively ink up areas on here. And again, like I said, I haven't decided yet, since I've only had this for a very short amount of time, if I'm going to cut these. The thing that is making me not want to do it is that the Designer Series paper, you can take the die that comes with it and run them all at one time, so you get all of these butterflies. And honestly, I see stamping this in black often and then coloring it, but it's a very, very detailed stamp set, so that's not necessarily the case. But right now I'm not upset or disappointed that it's one stamp, because when you run it through the die, which is one piece, the base piece, it's kind of nice. So anyways, okay, so we're going to, oh, I need to take out this because it is such a big stamp set. You do not want to really use the foam there. And this is our, like I said, typing paper. So we just want to get an idea where they're at. Okay, and that's where they are. So now to save paper, I have some good paper here, and I'm going to put one here, and I'm going to put one here, right where they were, and ink it up again. And this time I'm using Memento ink because I'm going to color it. And this is the good paper here. And now we're going to get those two butterflies. Ta-da! So those are the two I wanted. And I'm just going to clean this off. This is really a fun set. And the top of it, because it has a top and bottom in the dies, makes the intricate detailed cutout of it, which I don't see right now because I cleaned off my desk to show you. And then I am going to just heat set this really quick. I always do this because I really don't want any bleeding if I start really adding a lot of the Stampin' Blends, and this helps it from not bleeding. So I do recommend that you heat set it if you're going to be stamping right away like I am. Okay, so we have that, and we are done with the black. And so bringing back in our card, I just got to make sure I'm not too dirty here. Okay, so I got a lot of pink going, and this is really pretty, but I want it all to blend well, so I'm going to focus on the Highland Heather. So I'm going to bring in my Highland Heather Stampin' Blends, and I am just going to color it. There's so much detail here, and I like how the shading is, so you'll be able to use that as your guide. But I'm going to make it really easy, so I'm just going to color the whole thing in the light, except for the body. And you can do all kinds of colors. It's going to be so much fun to color these in different colors to match my designer paper or what have you. But since my card is kind of wow and busy, I don't want to have too much going on there. I want it to just match my card. Okay, so I did that, and now I'm going to go over the highlighted or the darker areas with the darker one. And it really doesn't matter which side you use, whatever you like to do. And I'm even going to do a little bit where there's that right there. Okay, and then you can go back and you can blend it a little bit if you want, or you could leave it like that. And then I'm going to do the base or his body in dark smoky slate. I don't really, it's shading on it right on it now. So when I tried it in black, I didn't like it. So we have one, and so now I am going to do this other one to match it exactly the same. Even though these are different, I'm just going to use the two colors. And because these are so detailed, you don't have to be an expert at coloring. I just like to color. It's fun. It's It's relaxing to me. I loved to color when I was a little girl growing up, and obviously it has not changed. Thank you, Stampin' Up, for letting me still color. Okay, so let's get some of those in there now. This one's a little different, so let's see. It's more on the end there. Ooh, I like it. And then I'll just do a little bit. I kind of like it dark there, so I think I'm just going to do right here. And that's it. All right. Now, this is looking a little too gray for me because we have the black, so I am, after I said I wasn't gonna, I'm gonna just add a little teeny bit kind of on the outside, leaving the body on the inside. Oh, I need to do a little bit of it. There. That looks a little bit better. Okay, so now I'm going to step out of camera again and die cut it. Okay, so here are my butterflies that we're going to add to our floral card. And I think we will use some glue dots. And I did grab some die cut images so I could show you everything about this. I'm not sure. We may move a flower or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, that looks good there. And whoops, that's not even a glue dot, I don't think. Okay. There. Don't you just love it? I love it. It's like a masterpiece. But hey, let's put some bling on it. I have some bling, but I have so much stuff over here. Of course, I cannot find it. All right, so I will look while I'm trying to talk and see if it'll pop up in my view. So here is the top pieces of the wonderful Brilliance stamp set, and here is the bottom. So that's why I'm saying I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it or not together, because I don't have a problem if I have a bunch of butterflies ready to be cut, or I mean colored. So if I cut some, you know, then I can put them on projects. So I'm, you know, leaning towards that it will be okay. Well, I am not seeing the bling that I wanted to add, of course. Oh, wait, I found it. Just too much stuff. Oh, this is this. I wanted to show you this. So here is I ran it through on some old white paper just so I could see what it looks like. So it's pretty cool, very cool. So you'll be able to add these on top of the butterflies if you want. So that, you know, it's going to be fun. So you can color it, or you don't have to color it, or you could use that, or you can use a combination. So I see a lot of uses with the butterfly set. I just haven't really had that much time to play with it. Okay, getting back to our masterpiece here. Okay, so I have the Artesian Bloom Sequence, and this is my host gift this month. So if you place a $50 order, actually it's a $45 order, you get these for free. And I plan these purposely to coordinate with my Pretty Perennials card class, and also with the butterfly, because of the colors in it. It kind of matches the paper, which is here. Here is the paper, and since I have the paper out, if you lay the die on here, I actually have not done it because I like to color. Let's see, so it goes like this. look at that. So look at that. We can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 butterflies for either 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards, 6 cards, whatever. So very, very, very cool. So you have to get the paper if you get the bundle because it's just way awesome. Okay. So we are going to, okay, we have the purple competing with the pink. We have to bring it back to the pink, in my opinion. So, and we don't want to really introduce too many new colors, but we could use, ooh, now I'm thinking orange would look good. I think we will. I think I'm going to use orange. I was going to say this pink color. They're so pretty. This one will probably match better, so we're going to use this one. But let's see, this is the color I was thinking of using to get the pink. Oh, I think I'm going to go to this one. Okay, so we're going to throw a couple of these on here somewhere. Even though there's lots going on here, we need to have a couple somewhere. And one more. Oh, now we are done. Okay, did you notice that I have this in wax paper? When they're sequins, they kind of get messy and they can come off the plastic. So somebody had this tip, so I've been doing it and it's been helpful. So that's what I do with mine. But anyways, so there is our wow card using 2 Sale-a-bration products. The new Pretty Perennials beautiful floral stamp set, and we threw in some fun butterflies. So head on over to my blog, AE Stamps a Latte, and check out my card class using this awesome bundle. Thank you.